Hi everyone, I'm Christine. I'm Real Ex-Housewife on social media, and I'm back for video number 2. So welcome back. If you guys hung out with me last time, I was talking about the scandal of it all, and this week I want to talk about Housewives of New Jersey. Can't remember the episode number that we're on, but this week was Dolores's baseball game charity, and just like a little recap of what's been going on so far. I feel like we've seen it already. Like it's been the same main storyline for a very long time. The Gorgas and Teresa are just not getting along. One of the funny parts that I thought was interesting this week was when Teresa walked in to the locker room. They showed a clip of Joe Gorga like seeing her and kind of like running away and calling his son over. That just leads me to what I feel about him and his wife. I think that they are just, the whole situation's sad, like, of course. I think on both sides, they're very much about money and fame, and unfortunately they've let that spearhead the relationship that they have, and it's trickled down to their children. And I think it is sad, but I also think it's overdone. And for sure, like, I see a lot of rumblings online that like this should be the Gorga's last season, that Melissa's just like trying super hard to keep her job. I don't know if they're going to maybe move her to like a friend of, or what it would look like, but I think they did a really great job with the new girls, in particular, Danielle. I think she's super cute. She's so funny. She is like, in my opinion, the perfect mix of like a Jersey and like a Jersey housewife and mob wives put together. I love the way she talks. Yes, she's extra. I mean, she has like a social media following going into this, but she seems really genuine. Her kids are adorable. Her husband is pretty fine. And I really like her. I like her interview looks. I like what she says in her interviews. She's very much real. It doesn't seem like she has any problem, whatever she says in the interview, that she'll be able to say it to people's face. I like the kind of feud that she has with Jackie. And speaking of Jackie, like, let's get this lady off our TV screens. Like, why is she still there? They're keeping her because her husband's like the hot husband or whatever. I don't like her. I think it's hilarious that she has this feud with Danielle, and it's purely just to like give her screen time. Yeah, I'm like, please, can we not have her on every single episode? She's boring. She's annoying. She did look Danielle up and down. Like, I'm saying that her clothes look like she pulled it out of the trash, or not the trash, the hamper. And then next week it's going to be like a more of a look into their feud. It's silly. So it's like we can do without her. There's a reason why she got demoted. Let's move on, like, please. And the whole time between Margaret and Jennifer Aiden, like, that whole fight I think is hilarious. First of all, when they were fighting at Jen Fessler's party in her backyard, like, that was intense. That was a lot. Margaret needs to like calm down, go take a freaking, I don't know what you take to calm down, but she needed one. She got so worked up. I mean, and they were going for like the jugular. The fact that she's like, what did she say? She's like, at least I have a happy marriage, you stupid bitch. It's like, whoo. And then Jen talking about, I have a happy family, and like something that you'll never know or know about. It was definitely low blows. I thought it was hilarious that Jen Fessler asked Jennifer Aiden to leave, and that Teresa left with her, and that's when the party was over. Like, the cameras left. They're like, all right, nothing left to see here. I don't know. Like, obviously Danielle is my favorite new girl. Rachel, like, I'm on the fence with her still, and Jen Fessler, I do kind of like her. I don't know if she's going to like get promoted next season, but she's funny. You can tell that she is very taken aback when the ladies like break into their huge fights. Like, it's a lot for her, and so I don't know if she can really handle being a housewife, especially in Jersey. So, but she's funny. She makes me laugh. And back to Rachel, I don't know. Let me just say it was hilarious when Jennifer Aiden talked about her like crappy nose job. Like, who are you, Jennifer Aiden? Obviously, your nose job was not the best. Out of the two, which one do I prefer? I think Rachel's. But ever since Jen said that, I can't like stop looking at her nose. It's like very pointy and like a little swoop. You know what? I'm not hating. If I had the money and I wasn't deathly scared of unnecessary surgeries, I'd probably get my nose done too. So, it goes with the territory. But Jennifer Aiden is just, she's out there, and she's earning her paycheck, and she's obviously polarizing. You either love her or you hate her. I'm very much in the middle. Like, I like her. She's entertaining. Is she carrying the season? I'm not sure. A lot of people are saying that right now. But is she intense? Does she open her mouth when she shouldn't? Glass houses and all that stuff. Like, yeah, she's upset this week. She took her husband Bill to a couples therapy session, and she's talking about how Bill, he's essentially checked out, in how his, infidelity that happened 10 years ago or whatever, how it's affecting their kids, because one of her daughters, saw it on TikTok that her dad cheated on her mom. Is it sad? Yes, of course. Like, I think her daughter's 11 years old, so it's like she's super young, and she was telling Rachel in one of the episodes, like, oh, I want to be a couples like therapist, and I want to, help people. So it is sad, but I will ask this, and I always ask this: if you have skeletons in your closet, why are you going on a reality show? Same thing with Jen Shaw. Like, are these people so narcissistic that they don't think that these things aren't going to come out? Whether it's in the first season or several seasons later, like, you have something, it's going to be brought out, and you're going to have to deal with it. So obviously it's part of her storyline, and maybe behind the scenes she does understand that and she's dealing with it. I just think it's interesting that whole therapy session. First, the other thing is their therapist. Like, is she the crypt keeper? Like, I don't know. On my IG this week, I did like a Twitter roundup, and one of the tweets was like, oh, when you search doctor on ZocDoc, and it had a picture of that lady. I feel like Jennifer could have found a better therapist. It was pretty comical. It was somewhat sad as well that Bill is pretty much checked out. Like, he's not into it. We'll see how long they last. Housewives is notorious for, divorces and whatnot. So yeah, it's sad. Going back to the Gorgas, again, I'm ready for us to move on. Let's get them out. Let's focus on Teresa and Louis and their kids. Let's, give Danielle her spotlight. A lot of people are saying that she's like the heiress for, the future seasons of Jersey. I'm just like, the Gorgas have totally latched on to Teresa, and that is why they make money, and Melissa has a lot of sponsorships and deals, and her podcast, I'm sure, is doing fine. So, like, go do your thing. Joe Gorga needs to get off TV. I've always not liked him. He's always been annoying. He is a little bitch boy. I agree. Like, and this week, how he's like, oh, Teresa goes from 0 to 100, and I just, I need to be careful. Okay, this is a guy who's like slamming on tables, and like, he's just so much. Like, he puts on a show for the show, and it's so, like, you can see right through it, and they just need to move on. I think it's also hilarious that there's rumors going on that they are redoing like the front of their house, because there's been so much like shit talking of it on Twitter and like social media. There's pictures of like construction going on. Polly, Dolores's new man, it's cute. Like, I like that for her. That's definitely the kind of relationship she needs, because she's never had a relationship like that. Frank really does have to get over it. Like, you cheated on the woman a long time ago. You're a horrible husband, and she's kept you around. She said it herself, like, nothing in their dynamic changed other than being non-romantic. So, she has a guy who's there. Like, he wants to be, what, best friends, like a throuple, like he was with the guy before David. Like, they're roommates now, or they were roommates. Like, David was more connected to Frank than he was to Dolores. Like, so no, like, you just have to get over it. So anyways, that's my quick little recap and my like reaction of this week's episodes and the episodes that have happened so far this season. I hope everyone's doing well. I'm very glad that you've come back to hang out with me. I hope you come back next week and leave a comment down below. What are your feelings about Jersey? Do you agree that the Gorgas should take a hike? Who's your favorite new girl? Let's talk about it, and I'll see you next week. Bye.